Okay, so now we're to the verse sections, and it's kind of a verse, chorus. You know, it's just a basic 12-bar blues progression built over E dominant 7, or the A7, and then the B7. So we're just going to go through it, and there's going to be a lot of similarities and a little few things thrown here and there, and he's usually surrounding it with some little lead licks. So let's get to it. So the first 12 bars is going to basically be as soon as we got out of the intro, then we go into the basically just that is just an E major chord, and you get that Texas shuffle feel going. Let your hand kind of swing across the, pick a couple different areas of the strings. And I'm coming down and I'm laying my palm, my right hand palm, and my fingers. See, when I'm coming down, I'm hitting dead strings. Okay? So this first 12 bars is going to be, then he throws a little, and that is just a bend on the whole step up on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, pull off to open, and then come down on 2, and then start it. And hit the E as you come down. So we have okay, and we're back on the E, then it goes to A. Just hold the A bar chord, the 2nd fret, and then add the dominant 7 G note up here. So it goes. And after that, I got an upstroke brush of open strings to get us back down to the E. So all together. Back to the E. Simple enough. And then we get to the B7 portion of it, and that's going to be, you're going to bar the 2 middle strings at the 4th fret with your 1st finger, hit that down up, and just kind of get it. And I'm just doing hitting those 2 strings, then the hammer on from 5 to 6 again on the 5th string. 4 on the 4th string, 6 on the 4th string. And see, I'm still letting it hit these 2 open strings in between everything. See that? Just like that. And then come down to the A, which is 2 middle strings, 2nd fret. And just do the same maneuver. Except you don't make it all the way up to the 4. You just hit the A6 chord that we hit in the intro. So we have then you come down the open E string, low string, and then we have our first little lead lick. And that is basically just going to be a just like we did in the intro, slide up a whole step to 4 and 3 on the 2nd and 3rd strings. Pick that 4, slide it down to 2 and pull off to open. Then come over to the 2 on the 4th string. And then hit that low E string. And then go. That's the G, 3rd fret, 6th string, open, A, 1st fret on the 5th, 2nd fret on the 5th. And then we go back now into our second group of our second 12-bar progression, and that's going to be a little bit more simpler when we start out. None of this little licks going on in here. We just have this. Okay, now at that point, we do this. So we basically gonna make it a little bit more exciting right there. So he's keeping it stable for a second. Then we build into the 2, 3, and 2. So that is just 3, 4 on the 6th string. And then you hit the A power chord, which is the 5th string open, and then the 4th string 2nd fret, and then the 3rd string 2nd fret as well. And then play that full A7 chord, which is still that bar at the 2nd fret with your 3rd finger at the 3rd fret on the 1st string. We have this. And then we're going to come back down with this, the same phrase, kind of like the intro shuffle. So we just did the just kind of when that comes down, you can use like the bottom of your finger to mute it if you want. You're doing that hammer on the 4 right when you're doing that upstroke, and then the 2, the upstroke. Now we have the A6 to the E. We're going back and forth. So with the A6, just bar across the first 4 strings, the 2nd fret, and go back and forth between that and E major. Okay? Then we come up to the B figure again, as we did in the first 12. So with those open strings in there, the same thing we did before. Same thing down here. And when we get to that 2, instead of hitting that A6, we do this little. So it goes. And what that is, 5th fret, pinky, pull off to the open string. Or you can use your 3rd finger here if you want. Pull off from 5 to 0, and then play the 2nd fret with your 1st finger on the same string, and then hit the low E. And then the same lick that we ended the previous 12 bars with. Okay, so we got this. And then we're gonna go. So that little ending right there was a little upstroke, that A6 chord up on the open strings, and